Part 2. Here we meet St. Thomas Aquinas, one of the great doctors of the Church. I would like you to make sure you read about him, but the two most important pieces of information I want you to remember is that he wrote Summa Theologica and that he identified the 5 proofs for the existence of God. We will be doing an activity in class about the 5 proofs, so make sure you read them in your textbook and you understand at least a little bit of a working knowledge about them. St. Thomas Aquinas tells us that if we think we understand God, then it is not God, because God transcends our vocab word. He goes beyond human understanding. The next slide is going to talk to you about the 5 proofs for the existence of God. The first one is prime mover. When we think about things moving, when we think about energy moving things, remember energy can neither be created nor destroyed, just changed. And so it is. There has to be something that started energy, something that put everything else in motion. Nothing can move on its own. Everything must be moved by something else. That first mover is called God. Sorry. The next proof is the uncreated creator. As human beings, we can take things that are in our world and we can put them together and we can create new things. But the basic elements, the basic building blocks, we are not able to take. We cannot take something out of nothing and create it. We can grow a tree, but we need to plant a seed. We can't close our eyes and create a seed. That uncreated creator, thing that was not created, is God. Sorry, the third one. The third one is necessary being. What is it that causes everything to exist? What is it that brings about the existence of everything else? We call God. God is what brought everything into being. Without God, there isn't anything, because we can't do it on our own. The fourth one I really like, a perfect standard. This is something that gives you a moment to pause and reflect. How do we know when something is good or when something is bad? We have to have a measuring stick. We can look at something and say, that was really good, or that was horrible. But how do we know unless we have something to hold it up to? And that perfect standard by which everything else is measured is God, because God is perfect being. And without perfection, we don't have anything to understand what is less than perfection and what is closer to perfection and what is further away from perfection. That standard is God. And finally, the universe is designed by an intelligent designer. Whether you are looking at our weather, or you are looking at the way the world works, or we are looking at the way human beings work, all of those things were designed by an intelligent designer. Everything, intelligent beings, and everything about us points to something bigger than ourselves that created us. And these are the 5 proofs for the existence of God, written by St. Thomas Aquinas. This is the end of part 2.